Collective, how are you guys today? Evie Pooh and I are doing good. Thank you all for being here, for spending time with us. Set up a new space at my Divine Masculine's house. Evie's on the floor over here on a sleeping bag. We're working with what we got going on. So let's tap in and let's get you guys some energy and see what's going on with the collective today. What's happening with the collective's energy? What do we need to be aware of? I don't have my black deck with me, so I can't take that one. Just had prison in reverse and high vibrational in reverse. So we've got prison in reverse, and someone makes excuses, so someone's excuses aren't working. Someone could be trying to get out of going to prison for something here. Or jail, but it says prison. So they're low vibrational. Came out reverse. We have a customer service representative and forged documents. Okay, so somebody could be serving some Fed time here. There's a falling out. So someone's trying to make arrangements because they don't want to go to prison. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else is in the energy? The 12th house. It's about the unknown. It involves secrets, sorrow, karmic debt, institutions, large animals, enemies that are unknown, hospitals, prisons, subconscious activity, limitations, and confinement. It's ruled by Pisces and Neptune. The birth dates February 18th through March 20th could be significant, okay? A mission to trap you, conjuring death magic will end their life, not yours. So someone's on a mission to trap you with the choices that they made, and they're going to have to be held accountable for something that they've done. They celebrated too soon. We've got a witch or a warlock here that could be in the energy that could have been trying to trap you in something, okay? We have a male that is a covert narcissist. So a male here, we've got trafficking on the back of this male card here. Karmic spirit guide stopped helping them because there's too much destruction going on with the covert narcissist here. They're feeling embarrassed because of these forged documents and they can't manipulate you anymore, okay? The Chinese zodiac sign of the ox could be significant. The year 1913, 1925, 1937, 1949, 1961, 1973, 1985, 1997, 2009, 2021 could be significant. So someone with the year of the ox could be trying to make some kind of an arrangements because a lot of money is involved. They're hoping for a good outcome. We have an insurance agent or agency. There could have been insurance fraud that was committed with these forged documents. They were on a mission to trap you with something here. Crimes were committed with these legal issues, and now there's an investigator. This could be they made the choice to commit these crimes, and it's got an investigator on the scene, and now someone has legal issues, and their empire is falling apart, and they've celebrated too soon. We have a father figure, okay? Could be your father or a father figure. Ohio could be significant. So there could be a male that's a father figure here that could be facing some prison time because of insurance fraud, forged documents. They were on a mission to trap you. There's a lot of money involved. And this could have been an unknown enemy to you for a while. But there's an investigator in the energy, and this male is a covert narcissist. They feel embarrassed. They have mental health issues, and they're delusional. Okay. this covert narcissist. Somebody, I guess this investigator here is seeing the bigger picture about these forged documents. They're in a state of denial. They're delusional. Seeing the bigger picture, now they feel embarrassed. They could be trying to deny what's going on here. We have a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. The birth dates October 23rd to November 21st are Scorpio's energy. And then Sagittarius's energy is November 22nd to December 21st. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto in the 8th house. The 8th house is about other people's stuff. It involves gifts, wills, death, insurance, inheritances, joint finances, and other people's possessions. Sagittarius is ruled by the 9th house, and it's about expansion. It involves your intuition, good fortune, distant interests, deeper meanings, higher education, long distance travel, and higher abstract thinking. Okay. Allow things to unfold naturally. Use caution. This is where the 12th house, with these unknown secrets and the institutions, hospitals, prisons, confinement, limitations. They fucked around and found out, and they're going to get to fuck off. What else? Set up by an undercover agent, officer, or detective, and this lands right under this investigator, and we have conviction. Okay, so this investigator, is, because of the choices that they've made, they got set up by an investigator here, and now they're going to receive legal issues because they celebrated too soon because of a lot of money that is involved here. Someone was receiving a lot of money is involved, and it was a secret. They're going to prison, and this lands right under prison in reverse. It's being exposed, and so this masculine energy here, who's a father figure, looks like they're going to prison. Hold on just a minute, collective. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, we've got a lawsuit that just came flying out. We have the 6th house, which is about the mundane world that you live in. It involves work, service, health, co-workers, animals, and pets. It's ruled by Mercury in Virgo. The birth dates August 23rd to September 22nd could be significant. Okay, so someone here is feeling real embarrassed because this investigator's seeing the bigger picture. They've got these forged documents. They're unable to discern between reality and illusion. Someone could literally even be hallucinating. This lands under a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, the Chinese zodiac sign of the ox, and they're making arrangements. They have destroyed their life, and they're obsessed with you. There's a lot of money involved. Allow things to unfold naturally. We've got a backfire. So they fucked around and found out. They're jealous of your spiritual rank. They've been on a mission to trap you and insurance fraud, and now they're having a massive backfire. Tell me about this investigator here. Divine justice. For some of these people, death could be their karma. Okay, but divine justice is coming in. We have a miser and wealth. So we've got someone here who's been real greedy about some insurance fraud or some money here. We have ignorance, lack of knowledge and information under this male here, who's this father figure, going to prison. You're going to be happy with the outcome with this lawsuit. You're about to meet a new person who is a good person, okay? And it could be involving this this lawsuit here. There's hatred that's going on. Consequences for their actions against you. So they're feeling embarrassed now. They could have had people turning it against you at work, affecting your health. Could have even tried to hurt your animals for some of you. You just want peace. And these people are just constantly at war with you because they're jealous of your spiritual rank. We had a content creator that was just showing. We have an investigation that just flew out. I just saw video proof. An investigation. Someone could be wanting a clean slate here, but this investigation that's going on with this investigator, they got set up by an undercover agent of some kind here. And we have mental illness again. Someone could be using illicit street drugs, okay? They could have even committed insurance fraud, saying that someone had some kind of a mental illness, that someone wasn't competent enough to handle a lot of money, okay? And lying, saying that mental health issues are going on, and there's been some kind of an investigation, and they're seeing the bigger picture here, that you should be receiving wealth for something that you did not receive wealth for. They're bullying you. We have a fallen twin or a fallen soulmate that could have been bullying you. Okay. Receive wealth for financial support, and someone's vehicle was sabotaged. These legal issues here, receiving wealth for their financial support, well, they've celebrated truth soon, because we have a truth seeker about this father figure masculine here who's ignorant. They don't want to go to prison, but it sure looks like they're going, because we've got a truth seeker, and you have undeniable strength. So someone was like investigating, could have been looking into you here to see if what these people are saying is adding up, and it looks like it's not adding up. So it's like some kind of an investigation here. We have a psychiatrist saying they will unalive themselves if you don't give them what they want. Wow. They're irrational and undisciplined. It's covert narcissist with these mental health issues. Could be forced to see a psychiatrist. Okay. And now they're so embarrassed because people are seeing the bigger picture here. You don't know all of the details yet. These two cards just fell off to where they wanted this to show. But they're coming to light, okay? Just allow things to unfold naturally. You're going to have peace again. Because God is in charge of this investigation. No, and these people are no longer covered by your protection, okay? They've destroyed their life. And part of this backfire that they could have been trying to put onto you could have been some kind of mental illness or to affect your mental health to make their lies hold up, and it doesn't seem like it's working. Abusive technology. We have an accident. Someone could be in an accident. Someone could have been in an accident with someone's car being sabotaged intentionally. They could have been trying to create an accident. Abusing technology. Could be hacking. Could be doing all kinds of things. Could be hurting someone online in some way. And we've got abused and childhood trauma. Okay, so this happens to be a father figure in your life. They could have been very abusive and created a lot of childhood trauma, bullying you, being mean to you whenever you were younger. And You could have had to see a psychiatrist for mental health issues to overcome your childhood trauma. I know I sure as hell did. I saw one for, well, I've been to several, but extensive for like 2 years. And then totally, my doctor was like, you're fine. Like, you've just had a really hard life, you know, my goodness. Because I was diagnosed with all this crap and then undiagnosed with it because he was like, no, you're not bipolar. You're not crazy. You're not this. You're not that, you know. I was just having a nervous breakdown, literally. And just from so much trauma. So, I mean, that may resonate with some of you. But they've definitely been trying to affect your finances here, all right? Their heart chakra is blocked. They're jealous and cold-hearted. They're very selfish and empathic. They have a victim mindset, being codependent. They wanted you codependent. Well, this male here, who's this father figure, is going to be finding out that you could be receiving money. And finding out that they're going to prison. Okay. We've got savings, so handles money and savings. And this could even be a new person that you could be getting ready to meet that's a good person that handles money. Could be an insurance fraud investigator here, that there's now a lawsuit because of forged documents. They're seeing the bigger picture of what's really going on here, and now there's a lot of money involved, and this has backfired, trying to affect your finances so that they could have financial support and receive this wealth. They celebrated too soon because these legal issues are going on here. You could receive an email of some kind, some of you, from someone's secretary, or someone's secretary could be reaching out to you, okay, to maybe come in. But a psychopath that just showed. They sold their soul to the devil. They're stirring the pot and causing trouble. So something's brewing behind the scenes. They just want power and control over you. They're confused how this investigation's going on because they thought they were going to be flawless in this. Someone could have a vacation home, a condo, or some kind of a property that's involved, and it could end up being seized in some way. Yeah, the psychopath came back out. They thought that they were going to be flawless. They just wanted power and control over you. And they're obsessive. They were definitely abusive and neglectful towards you, okay? You could have been a sickly child. They could have really affected your health. Someone could have been in a motorcycle wreck, okay? Someone's a social drinker. You pulled your energy back from them. And they're going to be found guilty of theft. So when you pulled your energy back, your divine protection is not protecting these people anymore. And they definitely stole from you with these forged documents, tampering with mail. We've got a corrupt crime family here. They could have even been trying to unalive you in some way. Okay. That's for some, not all. But they definitely have been in serious hitman energy for a long time. They were just trying to deplete your energy, okay? Now they're confused because this is backfiring. They're confused because God is in charge and is blocking them from depleting your energy. They've destroyed their lives. They could be watching you online. Some of you, you could be separated from this crime family here that's corrupt as shit. Psychopath is watching you online. Abuse of technology. It's going to backfire. They're on a mission to trap you in some way. Someone could be a nurse, or a nurse could be involved. Someone could have liver disease and have to, you know, go to the doctor at the clerk's office. There's something going on in the clerk's office at the courts. Wanting power and control over you. Someone could be trying to get their passport. They could have wanted you to abuse your liver, okay? They think you're stupid, wrong. You know exactly what the hell is going on here, okay? Their crown chakra and heart chakra are blocked. Detached from source, having strict religious views, being closed-minded, depressed, and confused, okay? They think you're stupid. They think that you don't know what the hell's going on. And we've got tampering with your car again. So someone definitely could have been paid to tamper with your car to create a wreck, and this backfire here could end up them being in some kind of a wreck. Okay? And they could be found guilty of tampering with your car as well, because this hidden information is coming out. It's going to be court ordered that hidden information is found out regarding this theft, and with the clerk's office, you could be talking to someone from the clerk's office. This hidden information, they were trying to hide it. They feel embarrassed because they forged these documents. There's a warrant for someone's arrest here. It's corrupt crime family. In 3D court, somebody's going to have a warrant for their arrest. And they're going to end up before a judge. We've got organized crime. Somebody's nervous about what's going on here. And they're nervous because they've destroyed their lives operating in this corrupt energy. But you have divine protection. Your spirit guides protect you. Okay? Creating amazing things for yourself. So you're doing awesome things for yourself. You're a powerful alchemist. It's up to you to transform your life, okay? And create amazing things for yourself, because you can definitely do it. Mind games are a waste of time. They need to stop doing this shit. It's the end of you and me. You got rid of these people. You don't want anything else to do with them. You're not tolerating the abuse and the neglect anymore. And you're not dealing with these mind games and all this gaslighting that this father figure here, or this male, we're doing. Could be multiple males. They wanted you to be kept in the dark, trying to deplete your energy. They didn't want you knowing that they were doing it. They wanted you secluded, kept in the dark. They could have kept you isolated. This co-worker keeps trying to show. So someone with the 6th house with co-workers in the mundane world that you live in, because I brought that up earlier when the 6th house came out. Indiana could be significant. So they could have gotten co-workers to come against some of you in some way. There's some kind of picture proof or video proof with this warrant here that helped get this warrant for this court situation. We've got sirens, okay? Somebody's going to be getting arrested, raged out with anger and the intent to cause harm. So they could be going down for this too. Looks like they've got multiple charges they're stacking up here, okay? They're energy vampires trying to deplete your energy, but God is protecting you. And you're just going to be seen as innocent. You're innocent in all of this. They had no clue who they were coming up against and how strong you are, and they want to sacrifice you. And you're innocent. These damn demons here want to sacrifice you. There's an earth angel in the justice system. We have a healthy, balanced sacral chakra here that's being motivated, having emotional intelligence, flowing, your energy's flowing, your creativity's flowing, you're energetic, and you have a balanced sex drive. Okay, if you're sexual, if not, you're celibate, then that part's not applying, but still, you have a healthy... The sacral chakra has to do with the sexual regions, okay, with the organs. So, they're healthy. They're not being drained by demons with energy harvesting if you're being celibate. And if you're with your divine partner, then that's not draining you out either. Having problems with your job or a poor work performance, or they could have been trying to do that, getting co-workers to come against you in some way. Info exposed, broke the deal or the relationship. with some kind of, my nose is itching, it feels like there's a feather, so they could have even gotten someone's co-worker to forge some kind of document. We have a karmic masculine here. The spell work is backfiring. Connecticut could be significant for some of you. Massive regret being in this criminal energy. Okay. Massive regret that the spell work's backfiring. They're trapped. This criminal's trapped now. They're raged out with anger. They're trapped. This person's a freaking psychopath. Someone has totaled their car. They were in a car wreck or an injury. So this is part of this backfire here. Okay. They're having problems with money. And they wanted you to have problems with money. Lost a significant amount of money. There's a lot of money involved. And they're going to lose this because you're being seen as innocent. Okay. We have a boss on the bottom. Illinois could be significant. So someone's boss could even be involved here. All right. Your ancestors rolled up. And you're never alone. Your ancestors are right here with you. If this was a gift that you were supposed to receive, they could have tried to curse this gift. Okay. No, your ancestors have rolled up. It could be something that they stole from your ancestors here. Okay. Covert narcissist is seeing the bigger picture. They have been unable to discern between reality and illusion. They don't want to go to prison. They're abusing technology. They're under investigation. All they want is power and control. This person could have liver disease. This male here has mental health issues. You just want peace, and this person is just absolutely at war with you. But God is in charge of this psychopath here, of dealing with this psychopath. It's the end of you and me. Somebody's definitely got something going on in the clerk's office. A father figure is full of hatred. You don't know all the details yet. You've been confused. They're watching you online. They're confused about this lawsuit and how it's come about, and how you're able to create amazing things for yourself, and how innocent you are. They wanted you confused. Well, they're going to prison. They could say that they're going to unalive themselves if you don't give them what they want. They're stirring the pot, causing trouble, depleting your energy. They're energy vampires. They've lost a significant amount of money. They're confused about this. They are confused about how divinely protected you are. And they hate you for it. And you're about to meet a new person who's a good person here. And they see that this person is a truth seeker. They handle money regarding theft. There's a warrant. There are sirens, and they're trapped. It's literally the row. Someone's very ignorant in this energy, in this corrupt crime family with this organized crime going on. Someone could rage out in anger and do something stupid. Someone's either going to be in a wreck, or they're going to end up having an injury. This is where the psychiatrist and the secretary are, seeking truth about what's going on, finding out about hidden information. There's video and picture proof. They're in massive regret because they're going to be found guilty. Someone could be in a motorcycle wreck because they were tampering, or a car wreck because of them tampering with your car. A co-worker is involved, and it was a karmic masculine. Okay. They think you're stupid, wrong. You know exactly what's going on. They were trying to keep you in the dark, but some kind of info that was exposed has broken whatever deal or relationship this is that was going on. They were playing mind games with an earth angel in the justice system, and they definitely want to sacrifice you. They were keeping it in the dark that they wanted to sacrifice you. That was hidden information, this corrupt crime family. They wanted you confused. They're abusing technology, trying to do things to bully you and hurt you online regarding your wealth and your money. If some of you do have a platform, or you have an online business or anything like that, they could have been trying to affect that. They don't want you to have financial support. The psychopath here is trying to deplete your energy and trigger your childhood trauma. An earth angel in the justice system could have a co-worker that's coming with them with a warrant to get this psychopath. This info exposed that broke the deal was a picture or video proof of organized crime doing something. They want the power over you and your finances. They're trying to affect your finances. They could want power of attorney. Okay, they could want all the power and control. You're high vibrational, and they're not. They feel embarrassed. A Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, or a Scorpio and a Sagittarius, they have destroyed their life. They could definitely have mental illness. They have childhood trauma. They could have dealt with abuse and neglect as well. Okay, someone forged these documents, the Chinese zodiac sign of the ox. Allow things to unfold naturally, because this shit is backfiring and it's not going to be good. Or they were bullying you, trying to affect your finances. Someone's been making arrangements about a lot of money involved. They fucked around and found out for what they were trying to do for their financial support, and divine justice is coming in. This 12th house here, secrets are going to come out. These institutions with insurance fraud being set up by an undercover agent, officer, or detective regarding wealth. They could have tried to get someone to act like they could have gone undercover and acted like they were wanting some kind of policy here, just to kind of see how far they would go. They were on a mission to trap you to receive wealth. They made choices, and they celebrated too soon that were not good choices. And now this investigator here is looking into all of this, and there are definitely legal issues that are unfolding. These legal issues are occurring because they were set up to do this investigation, and now everything's backfiring. And you don't know all the details yet. Someone's secretary could be involved with this. They're going to be found guilty. Playing mind games, that they didn't tamper with your car, that they weren't stealing. They could say that you have a mental illness to try and make it sound like you're not credible, okay? You're going to receive divine justice. God is in charge. And they're definitely stirring the pot. They want to sacrifice you because of this theft. And they were trying to keep this information hidden because they did not want this Earth Angel and the justice system rolling in with a warrant for their arrest, because they're going to prison. They're trying to do something to get out of prison. They're making arrangements regarding these forged documents. They're really embarrassed that how guilty they are and how much hatred they harbor inside. They're delusional. They could have tried to trap you in something with this energy vampirism. It's the end of you and me. Well, no. An energy vampire could have even been paid to like deplete your energy and stir the pot, causing chaos in your life. And then now they've lost a significant amount of money. You're just innocent. Oh, somebody's raged out with anger because they tried to trap you in something. And they're going to get arrested. They're in massive regret. They're so confused. They don't understand how they're not getting away with all of this. And someone's boss could definitely be involved here. Or they're just trying to boss you around and be the boss and have all the power and control because they're freaking psycho. They want to handle the money. They don't want you touching it. They don't want you having it. They don't think that you deserve it. They don't think that you are responsible enough to have it. It's not true. You're totally responsible enough to have it. You're a grown-ass adult, and you are responsible enough to manage what is rightfully yours. It's not their choice. They sure want to make it their choice. We have protection. So take comfort and protection. Take comfort in knowing that you are divinely protected, okay? They're frustrated because you can rest and because you're okay. Could have wanted you hungry and full of anxiety. Okay. When you're sad, but you're balancing out your life, you're balancing out this energy, and all they're trying to do is disrupt it and fill you full of fear. Ooh, the lights just flickered. But you're happy and you're focusing on your growth, okay? Trust your higher level of, higher state of consciousness, and use caution and keep your peace at all costs. Okay, so when someone comes around you in this angry, raged out energy, trying to be at war with you, just focus on your peace. They had no idea how strong you are. Okay, you're full of strength. Movement in space with energy. So something is shifting in the energy right now. And I'm hearing like planetary alignment, and this is also this backfire here. Okay, they were determined to try and affect your energy shifting because they were determined to affect your abundance here. And they're so mad because it's not going to end up working. Yeah, the universe is rejecting this. It's stop, rejection and stop. Okay? They're trying to stop the flow. Flow and death with rejection and stop. They're trying to stop anything from coming towards you. You're full of love and intuition and mystery. Okay, they're confused. They can't figure you out. You have confidence and you surrender to spirit. Well, we have illumination. Things are going to be illuminated in all of this because the truth is coming out. It's coming forward. And what they've been doing is going to come out and come forward. Evie Poo. All right. Okay, guys, sorry. It's starting to rain really bad and my power was flickering. I just wanted to look outside for a minute and then just show you the cards that I pulled. All right. Hopefully the storm... Oh, my phone's all sideways now. Hopefully the storm's not going to knock the power out, but if it does, it'll just be dark, I guess. Is that straight? Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, Evie Poo. No barking. She's mad. Okay. Alright, Spirit. Let's clarify some of this. Here's my tarot cards. Here's my tarot. Oh my goodness. What the hell? What is this? Can't find the one I'm looking for. I don't see it anywhere. It's probably right in my face. Here. I've got a new little setup going on over here, and I don't have it memorized where everything is yet, so. I like it though, it's nice. Okay. Alright. I want to find out what they're confused about, what the psychopath is confused about. Finding out if somebody that's handling money here, only secretary could be involved with handling money here, it could be finding out something. Finding out that they're under judgment. We got judgment on the bottom here, okay? Where are they confused, Spirit? We got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Okay. So financial failure or loss of investment. The dark side of wealth. Deep family conflicts. Conflict over money and breaking traditions. Ten of Pentacles is Virgo energy. So we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So they're confused on like Five of Swords on how they're defeated with the Five of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. And the Eight of Swords and Judgment with the Eight of Wands. Oh my goodness, yeah. So they're completely defeated. They've created so many conflicts. They wanted to win at all costs. They were hostile and aggressive, bullying you, trying to intimidate you, being competitive with you, creating so much stress in your life. You can't get along with these people. The Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. Okay. You got the Five of Pentacles. So going from the Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles reversed to the Five of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of money's involved here because Ten of Pentacles is a lot of money. That's definitely could be a stolen inheritance here with this insurance fraud, forging documents so that they could receive your wealth for their own financial support, trying to affect your finances, abusing and neglecting you, wanted you confused, tried to sacrifice you. You had to let go. Seeing things from a whole new perspective of what you're uncertain about. Hit a new level of your spiritual awakening and your enlightenment. You're having to overcome all this hardship that you've had to endure. Five of Pentacles is being in poverty, being left out in the cold, being isolated, persistence of spiritual poverty. Being worried can be a literal injury. Any sickness, disease, illness, any kind of injury, trying to sacrifice someone. They've trapped themselves with the Eight of Swords. They're going to prison. This is like Fed time here. This is federal prison here. And they've also got a self-imposed prison going on in their mind. They have very negative thoughts. They're powerless now. They're trapped and they're helpless because they made you a victim. They're under judgment for this. And the Eight of Wands, here's this backfire that's coming in. And there can also be some kind of quick, rapid movement that's getting ready to come forward because I'm looking at the Warrant and the Sirens. That's what my eyes were drawn to. And then the Warrant is for the truth seeker, handles money, theft, warrant, sirens. They're trapped. An immediate action. There's movement. It's going to be exciting. And they're confused because they did not see this coming. Now they're in the Nine of Swords. They're freaking out. They can't sleep. The Hierophant, this corrupt organization here, and what's going on in a court situation with a legal issue. With death, something's going to end in the courts, and it could be because of a death, because of an inheritance here. It's big changes that are coming. There's a massive transition that's happening. Oh, the Eight of Wands is Sagittarius. The Eight of Swords is Gemini. Five of Pentacles is Taurus. The Hanged Man, I think it's Pisces, but let me double check. Yeah, it's Pisces and Aquarius. So something's in limbo in the courts. Something's in limbo still. That's still a warrant coming in. And then Judgment is Capricorn energy. Okay. They're in the Nine of Swords. They're full of fear. They're in despair. They can't sleep. They're paranoid. They're overthinking. Having nightmares and anxiety. Being depressed. Gemini energy. The Hierophant is Taurus. Death is Scorpio. Yeah, with the Three of Cups, they were celebrated too soon. A Queen of Pentacles here could have celebrated too soon. Of putting you into the Ten of Wands, the Empress. So this could be a mother and a father figure here in your life with the Wheel of Fortune. And a Queen of Wands with the Ten of Swords. So there was a very painful betrayal here. Ten of Swords is Gemini. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius. Ten of Wands is Sag. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. And then the Three of Cups is Cancer. Ten of Swords is Gemini. Could be significant. So they definitely celebrated too soon. They had a circle of support, collaborating with a community of people. Okay. All collaborating together with this corrupt crime family energy. This Queen of Pentacles is definitely reverse energy here. They're selfish, materialistic, they're a gold digger, they're self-absorbed, a covert narcissist, full of jealousy and envy. They're greedy, they're insecure, they're intolerant, they're just nasty, they're not good with money. Wanted you burdened. with extra responsibilities, wanted you just stressed and exhausted and burnt out and struggling all the time, trying to make your life so much harder with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, while they were receiving wealth for financial support, trying to affect your finances, abusing you. We've got an undercover here. It's looking into these people that have done this to you. And it looks like the wheel is turning in your favor. And this has to do with the universe being in control of your destiny, because God is in charge. Karma is coming in. Either you're going to get karma or you're going to get dharma. Unexpected events are unfolding. Someone's very dramatic, full of drama. They're a liar. They're deceitful. They're full of anger. They're selfish. They're full of just vengeance. They're very demanding. They lack self-worth. Queen of Wands reverse. This is a very painful ending where you felt stabbed in the back. It's a deep wound that was caused. And someone could literally have a deep wound and be left to bleed out. Could even be from a car wreck here, okay? Someone could collapse from exhaustion. This was a very painful betrayal, okay? The Devil with the Ten of Swords. So toxic. Capricorn energy. They're obsessed with you. They're obsessed with bullying you, with causing trauma in your life. They've got entities attached. There could be addictions here, trying to oppress you, abuse you. You've had a lot to deal with this childhood trauma of addressing the shadow side and self of the being. Sexual lust, materialism, greed, and envy with this devil toxic energy here. And the Sun with the Devil with the Page of Swords. So this toxic ass energy here is being investigated. The Truth with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords, and the Sun with the Ace of Wands. So, wow, with the Four of Pentacles. So somebody here, it's being exposed. The truth is coming out. It's being looked into. Someone is being watched. They were relentless. There's a messenger that's coming in with the truth. About to meet a good... Okay, with the truth seeker, about to meet a new person who is good. A lot of money's involved, and they were on a mission to trap you. They made the choice to create insurance fraud out of hatred. Finding out something from a psychiatrist, possibly. Unable to... They could have said that you were unable to discern between reality and illusion, and that you were delusional. And could have gotten some kind of a psychiatrist on board to say something here, but the truth is coming out with the Ace of Swords. It was investigated. And they just did this out of pure hatred and out of vengeance, trying to block any new pathways opening up for you, trying to block your energy. They don't want you to have any new opportunities or growth. The Four of Pentacles are holding on for dear life. They don't want to let go. With the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, they don't want to give you what you're supposed to receive. They're holding on to it. They're trying to guard it and secure it for themselves. They're a miser. They're selfish. They're greedy. They're all about saving the money for their own security and receiving wealth for their own financial support, trying to affect your finances. And it's a lot of freaking money here, okay? Holding it back from you to where you couldn't have it. The Devil's Capricorn, the Sun is Leo, Page of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and so is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag. Four of Pentacles is Capricorn, and the Six of Pentacles is Taurus. The Chariot, there could even be a vehicle that you were supposed to receive or that you could receive. The car wreck and a motorcycle wreck has come out a couple times here. they're trying to affect your positive movement forward. They want the control and the power over you. 2 opposing forces working towards a goal. It's backfiring. It's backfiring. They can't move. They're going to have to give up. Someone was very forceful and aggressive in creating obstacles to where you would be powerless. But then we've got strength. Like, they didn't know how freaking strong you are. Leo energy, you've got love and respect for yourself. You have so much courage and inner strength. You're compassionate. You're empathic. You have a beautiful inner stillness because you found that inner peace because you overcame this toxic devil-ass energy here and you walked away so that you could heal. And the devil with the Empress, so this was a really nasty mother figure here, okay? Goodness. Someone could have had a hysterectomy. Bad or negligent parent, grandparent, or even a babysitter. A smothering mother. Problems in the stomach area or gynecological problems. Having a problem with their mother or elders. Could have had difficulty getting pregnant. Could have lost a baby or miscarried, some of you, or could have had an abortion. Someone could be sterile. Okay. I had 5 miscarriages before my son was born. He was my 6th pregnancy in a little over a year and a half. And then my daughter was my 7th. And then I had a tubal ligation. And then I had a uterine ablation. All by the time I was 25. And then I had an emergency hysterectomy when I was 38. Because I was covered in tumors and had uterine cancer. So it was a mess in my case. So y'all just take that how it resonates. And I'm 47. I'll be 48 in October. So that was 10 years ago I had my hysterectomy. All right. We got the 8 of Pentacles. But that's the energy of the Empress reversed. Okay. So that with a boss and co-workers here with the 6th house. Okay. Could be trying to affect your finances, your financial support, how you receive your wealth and what you do for work. Trying to abuse you in some ways, trying to steal from you. Okay. You could be a master in your craft. It's thundering. You could be an expert in your field. You're very dedicated. You hold yourself to high standards. Your work is beautiful and impeccable. You're mastering self. You're mastering your craft. You're very focused and you work hard. Okay. Virgo energy. Tell me about this investigation. Takes time to build a case, especially when you're dealing with organized crime because there's so many people involved. Tell me about this investigation. We got the Page of Cups and it came out in reverse. So they want you to doubt your intuition. Having creative blocks. Being emotionally immature. Escaping the world and problems. Using escapism as a way to cope. Being insecure. They want you to neglect your inner child so that you're not healing. So that these childhood traumatic wounds can open back up and be triggered so that you could fall into karmic cycles. We just had the Queen of Pentacles flip out in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. So this Queen of Pentacles in reverse just came right back out. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, so creating all kinds of conflict over this, a lot of money here involved, over this Ace of Pentacles, affecting your resources, your stability, your security, your money. There's a lot of disagreements and tension going on. They're aggressive. With the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords and the Empress. Wow. So this mother figure and this father figure here, okay, caused a lot of pain and trauma. in your life. Okay? Like, it's bad. Okay? And with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords with the Empress, this mother figure could have even passed away already. And that's why the father, the male one out here, is not wanting to go to prison for forged documents. They're embarrassed. But it looks like they're ignorant and they're going to prison. They're going to find out. They could have been in a wreck, playing mind games, gaslighting them, trying to sacrifice you because they don't want to go to prison. And the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords could be a literal death with this Empress here. This mother figure could have already passed away. And that's not going to be for everyone. Just take that how it resonates. That's for some of you, not all of you. Clarify this insurance fraud with this investigator where they set someone up with an investigation here and set them up to create this theft. Ten of Pentacles reversed. I forgot to flip it back over whenever I put it back in the deck. So this is an inheritance here. This undercover officer here was an investigator looking into some insurance fraud, and they set someone up here so that they could have video and picture proof possibly. Wow. This Queen of Wands just came back out. Okay, with the devil. So, yeah, they thought their wishes were going to be fulfilled. But the Nine of Cups, they were content with what they did. They were wanting all this abundance. They were taking pleasure in all of this. But the truth is coming out with the Ace of Swords. And the King of Swords. King of Swords, who's law enforcement, this investigator here, they're coming in with the truth about a Queen of Cups reverse. So about this bad mother figure here. They're very insecure. They're codependent. Queen of Cups is emotionally manipulative. Could have had trouble with this mother figure here. A bad mother, an argumentative wife, a cheating wife. They have no mothering skills. A dishonest, untrustworthy woman, a gossiping woman, being gossiped about, being betrayed by a woman, the other woman. They don't find her pretty or she feels unattractive for some reason. An item that is not in good cosmetic condition, skin or other cosmetic problems, problems with one's appearance. Medically, the Queen of Cups reversed is about cosmetic issues, acne, boils, scars, skin cancer, and being disfigured. Goodness. You could have had to protect yourself with strength just coming flying out. You could have had to protect yourself from this mother figure here. Could have been wanting to do that to someone. Put them in that state. Well, we've got the Sun. The truth is going to be coming out. With the Two of Pentacles. Something's going to be balanced out because of these choices that they made here. And choices that came out up here. An investigator being set up by an undercover agent, officer, or detective that was bullying you. Divine justice is coming in. Something's going to be balanced out. They're weighing up their options. A decision is being made. Okay. So that Six of Swords with the Hermit, so that you can move on to calmer waters. Having a beautiful transition here. This Hermit with the Seven of Wands could be defending and protecting you in this case because they see that you're innocent and they see how abused and neglected you were. Okay? With the Knight of Wands, traveling towards someone. Someone was very impulsive. They've got a bad temper. Okay? This could be law enforcement with the Hermit and the Knight of Wands. That's the law. Okay? Coming in to say something. With the King of Pentacles. could be coming in to take a King of Pentacles father figure to prison here. They're greedy and corrupt. They made a poor investment. They're possessive. And possibly whoever they're in a relationship with, the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. So whoever they could be in a relationship with now could end up with the Three of Pentacles. They're all collaborating together. Okay, they could all be going down. With the Wheel of Fortune, that's karma coming in. Wow.
She's good.
Okay, sorry. That was my divine masculine. He and his little boy are on their way home. He was just giving me a heads up. So we're going to go ahead and close this reading out, guys. You only take what resonates. Don't force anything to fit. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being here and for spending time with me and little sweet Evie Pooh. She's over here on the floor. We love you guys so much, collective. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for spending time with me, for watching and viewing my content, and for hitting that like and subscribe button. It means the world to me. Thank you guys so much, collective. I love you. Until next time. Bye, guys.